So here's my HIDextra kit. It came with 2 small boxes that in this, and these are the H11 bulbs, which are the pure white bulbs, 6K, and these have the instructions on how to install these. So what I now have here is the cap, and what we need to do is actually drill out about 25 mil, we'll make it about an inch or so, and then we will be able to plug and play the kit. So let me go ahead and show you guys what's in the kit. Some mounting hardware right there, and these are the balances, and in the other box we actually have the bulbs with the grommets to seal it once you drill the hole. This is how we remove the headlight housings. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I believe that is it. 5 10 mil bolts that we need to take off, and it's going to be the same thing on the other side, obviously, in order to remove the headlight housing. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We also have these tabs here that you're just going to go ahead and pick off just like you would a normal fastener. Just get underneath it and work it up, and good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and we will continue. So once we remove all the fasteners and that last little fastener up here, you can now peel this back and you'll see behind the headlight housing. So what we need to do is go ahead and disconnect this, and then we'll be able to take this off and screw a hole in here for the HID kit. Once we gain access here, we remove the dust cap. We're going to turn counterclockwise, lefty loosey, and then go ahead and pull it off. And press this piece down so you can take the bulb off, and then we'll put this in the box where it's nice and secure, so that way it won't get damaged. So in order to remove the rest of the headlight, what you want to do is, you see this tab right here, you want to go ahead and pinch with the needle nose plier, and then once you get that off, you'll be able to take the entire headlight off. You want to make sure that the pattern fits properly so that the bulb is screwed in the proper place. So that is good to go right there. So once you made your hole, what you want to do is go ahead and make the connections here from the power source of the headlight with the plug and play kit. Obviously you want to match up the ends or else it won't go in properly. Now for whatever reason, these 2 holes here, I think we're supposed to go through these wires, but that didn't happen. So what I'm going to have to do is feed this through separately, like so. So there's those through, and then you want to feed that piece in and out. So what's going to have to happen is I'm going to seal the rest of this grommet piece off with some electrical tape after I'm done with the majority of the install. So for right now, what I'm going to do is push this through. Just a matter of putting it in here, tightening that up. So now you can see that it's pretty sealed. It's sealed fairly well, and then what I'm going to go ahead and electrical tape that down so it has an even better seal. That is good to go. And then these connections obviously are going to go here and here, there and there, and then this will plug and play into there. And once we're finished, we will place this connection back once we get it in place. So let's go ahead and find a mounting point for the ballast. We'll go ahead and mount this right here. Do a test fit. There's actually plenty of room for it to be mounted there, so I'm going to go ahead and just zip tie it in place. Some extra long zip ties, these are 14 inches. What I did was use 3 zip ties. See a little latch notch here. I wanted to secure it with 2 on that side, anchor it down, and then one last one here, just so I can do the best I can as far as securing it. So once those are in place, I'll just go ahead and make a snip. So once we have put the ballast in place, what we're going to do now is go ahead and put the headlight in its correct spot. What we'll do here is make the connections. Go ahead and do a test. Okay, so I just tested out the light bulb or the headlights, and they actually turned on. But the first time I did this, they did not turn on because I had to do what's called, I guess, a reverse polarity on this here that plugs into the ballast. Originally, I plugged it in like this, just like so, the way it's notched on the ballast, but after reading the FAQ, trying to troubleshoot, I actually had to turn it around like this, and once I did that, it worked perfectly fine. So as you can see, the HID conversion is on the left, the H11 bulb, 6K HIDextra kit, and on the right is the OEM bulb. So regular projector housing, not the HID headlights that came stock from the factory, obviously, or else I wouldn't be doing this. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest of the install on the left headlight, and we'll be good to go. I am almost done with the placement of the ballast for the left headlight. So what I decided to do is mount it away from the heat of the engine as much as possible to that point right there, and I have a few zip ties. So you can kind of see how that's held on. Just slide them back through there. So I got 2 supporting, 1 here, and 2 supporting the bottom so it doesn't slide down. That's pretty damn secure, it's not going anywhere. I think that's probably going to be the best placement for the ballast. Your only other choice, I saw someone do this, on their car, and they just put it literally underneath the battery, which I don't really want to do that, so that's why I went with this place. But potentially put it here as well, but that's closer to the engine and the heat, and I didn't want to go that route either. So long story short, I chose that placement right there. So now all I gotta do is just plug and play.
You gotta warm up, huh? Man, that looks clean. When you first turn it on, it's like super dim. When it like literally warms up.
Yeah. Looks good. That looks way better than that OEM. Fuck. So there you guys go, the DIY of the HIDextra 6K H11 bulbs on 2011 to 2014 WRX or STi.